All right, folks, I am here. How are you guys doing? Testing. Okay. The camera is not going to be good today, it looks like. I don't know why it's like jittery like that today. But today we are finishing up. So I actually did a bunch of kerning stuff already. Hi, Tabby. And hold on. Let me hide stuff for a second because I need to. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Where is... Close that. And then back to streaming my monitor. Hi, Jake. So I did a bunch of the kerning yesterday. And why don't we just open up... we'll go take a look at... cantrip. There we go. Let's just sort of get an idea of what it looks like. So if we have egribe ginsrafibe, I'm not using any punctuation or any spaces in this language. So let's zoom out. You zoom out. So you can see, we can look at that, and let me grab another one. So reiti ugin fa ite, right? Or geju fe egrebe if gushubube. So that gives you an idea of what it looks like right now. Hi, R. Knight Petrichor. Right. But there's a big but here in that this, right now, the only vowel characters we have are the vowel characters for the soft vowels, because I deliberately made it that way, and instead of the hard vowels having their own characters, we are going to have, if a word is hard, okay, that's the vowel harmonic term. If it's got hard vowels, then then we are going to be and I'm going to just check something real quick. Core temp. I'm just Yeah. Okay. I have changed some things about my setup. So I need to monitor some things because I've moved my CPU down into a little thingy down here. That should be quieter, and it also gave me a lot more space to work with on my desktop. However, I am a little bit concerned that it can get too hot. So I have a temperature monitor on here that I will take a look at. But what we're going to do is there is, and I think I have the term for this already in my dictionary. We'll go look for RIA. No. I know where to find it. It's but there is there will be what I will call the hard scratch that goes through all of the vowels in a word. And the way that I am planning to implement that is that the capital letters will have that hard scratch in. So I'm trying to see, can we copy, if we copy and paste, and let me go metrics. Let's go view, zoom out, view, zoom out. It doesn't copy the kerning settings. So I'm going to have to redo those. I probably want to do that off camera. But that is something that I want to be careful of. Ooh, gosh. Shift this out of here a little bit. So, unless there, can I copy? So I guess I just have to copy all of the kerning settings afterward. Which is annoying. Yeah. But doable. This is a weird way to do things. So now we're going to go here, and then we're going to, I guess I will do that part in Inkscape. And let's find I'll just open it up, and then we'll find the ah or the a. Probably go with A, and then we will file, open A, and why is it all the way over here? That's weird. So what we want to do is we want a line, and we can, geez, what happened there? I just ungrouped things. Take this, And we're going to move it until it is in the center. Let's see. Right. And then scoot it over to the edges. Let me just make sure we use the alignment tool to make sure that it is actually in the center. There we go. And then I need to remember how to do the tapering thing. So it's one of these things. Object properties. No, there was a thing. Okay, hold on. Oh, you saw a bat. That's wonderful. I love bats. Let me see. Inkscape. Tapered line. Yeah, path and path effects. Path effects. And then we add taper stroke. Oh, and we need to take a look at, okay, this is 70, 70, 70, 70. And 70. And and yeah, start and end should be there. Now this is my Discord notifications are on. Did you hear something? Because I did not actually hear it. Okay. Yeah. So, here we are. Not liking that. Okay. Discord notifications are not on. So here's the deal. I'm going to take this And it doesn't have to be perfect right here. We can deal with that. And we're going to take this and we're going to save as, I'll just call it the hard scratch. And then can we file import? Oh, I don't need, I need SVGs. Import. Ah! Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can, like, we need to center this. How do we move things? Element. Align. What? No. What the heck? That's incredibly weird. Okay. I would like this to be centered. And of course that is the incorrect rotation. So interesting. Okay. Now I need to know what happens when we have okay. So the full mark is shown there. So let's get another vowel that has the mark. I'm thinking that I might need to shrink it down a bit, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. So let's get the A. Can we copy and paste that? Okay, yes, we can. And then metrics window. Aha! This is working. If we add a space in front, what happens here? Yeah! This is what I want. There we go. So every capital letter has that. So including the consonants. You'll see what happens with the consonants there in a minute. Well, I would like it to be centered again. I don't know why it's not just centering it for me. And I don't... Yeah, maybe I'll just search that. Center an object. So FontForge doesn't do the centering at all. I'm going to have to see if this is sufficient. I don't actually... That sounds wonderful. That's good. That looks like it's centered. Now, this, I might end up doing something different. I'm not sure yet if I just want to do it this way or if I want to make it like contextual. I'd have to figure out how to do contextual glyphs in FontForge in the first place. But we could probably work around it somehow. Yeah, some of these larger glyphs, there may be an issue. It all depends on how it looks after kerning and stuff is applied. But if you see how I'm doing this, it's a pretty simple solution. I'm just saying, okay, well, I don't need, if I can get it done this way, then I don't need to do fancy programming on it. I'm just saying, okay, I will use capital letters when it's a hard word. And there's going to be a little bit more to it than that I will explain here in a minute. This is, I mean, this is crap you need to do if you want a mildly interesting writing system. Although it was funny this week, I tuned into Langtime Studio, and then David's like, it's impossible for a language to have an alphabet as a first writing system. I'm like, okay, I guess it's kind of implausible for dragons to have a writing system in the first place, so it's fine, I guess. I probably will not do any more alphabets, though. This kind of the constraints of the aesthetic I was going for kind of led to an alphabet, because it's hard to get a whole lot of forms out of this Ogham-inspired style. Like creating 50 glyphs in this style, when you're thinking about like things that are really easily scratched on the side of a rock, could be done, but it would require characters that are a bit more complex than I like. And I'm realizing that I will have to redo all of the kerning, because but I can just copy paste kerning values, so it's not going to be a huge deal. I'm just getting all of these pasted in so that we can look at test words. Oh, this is great. This works. This is another one where I might do a diagonal stroke if it's in isolation. That doesn't occur a whole lot with E, but it happens a whole lot with E, because if, the definite article. So it's something I have to think about. Okay, I can just take this straight to the line. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I may need to do something different there. The only way to get these things to do these things is to just get it done and then iterate. You can't just sit there and try to think of every possible edge case that you run into, because you won't. Okay. And how many people? Got a few people here. So let's open a metrics window, and we'll go. So A grid B. So view zoom out, view zoom out, view zoom out. And of course this is not. So egribe. Let's do the egribe so we can copy the kerning correctly. So this is 50, and this is minus 100. 100 minus. Yeah. So that would be, so this is egribe, talon. So we have that. So there we have it. We have a stroke going through all of the vowels and underneath any consonants that are there to indicate that these are hard vowels. Egribe, not egribe. Egribe. So it would be, and then if you have a consonant in front, so humanoid is nubel, so nubel, okay, and just to make sure that we see that exactly right, we get that nubel. There we go. But, and let's see, ibesp. So if we do that correctly, ibesp versus ubesp, and oh, that's not relevant. Ebesp. See, we end up with, it's only going through the vowels, but it will go between, underneath a consonant to the next vowel. So you can think about it like, if you're thinking about how this is written, it's kind of like, you know, when you write something down and then you cross the T's and dot the I's, basically dragons will like scratch their message, scratch their stuff, and then for the hard words they'll just go and put in all the hard marks. And I mean, I'm going to have to redo all the kerning, but so if we go B, be, boo, bob, bob. But it shouldn't be a big deal to just go and start like doing this and get the kerning back where I want it to be. It's very annoying that wait. Oh, this is wait. What's this? Okay, it's 160 here and then 160, 160. Right. So we're definitely going to have to like go through and copy all the kerning unless I can figure out how to get the like get into the table and just like copy and paste. And then we're just going to have to do, and then we're going to need and do the same thing. Okay. And this is not a problem because there's actually, this would be a capital B and it would look like that. But let's take a look at some more extreme things like our largest character is that. So let's so here's a problem that I'm seeing here, is that when you've got a constant that is really big, then you see the tapering at both ends here. I'm wondering if I can fix that by changing one thing here. Let's go to the capital X, and let's take this object, oh, it just copied that line. That's so weird. FontForge, you're incredibly weird. And let's take this down to the right level. And it should match up exactly so that it fits like that. And then because again, an initial or an onset or a coda consonant, an initial or a final consonant will not show that, right? So it's not going to be an issue. Here's my it spikes pretty high. I'm thinking I may have to end up cutting a hole in my desk. So let's open up metrics window and new metrics window, and metrics view, zoom out, view, zoom out, zoom out. Okay. That takes care of that problem. Another issue we want to do is we want to a, e, o, u, and we want to look at all the I'm not sure what this seems to be slightly like different size, but so let's see. E, e, o, u, and then e, I, o, u. So I'm not seeing the tapering in any of these, but we can yeah. I think that we are clear. Now this is an issue. So there's something that we need to be aware of, right? So if we end up with two vowels that are next to each other that are hard and soft, we actually don't want that clash to happen. Right? Which is something that could happen quite often. So let's think about, let me see what I can do. Yeah. Okay, so if we have lookups dialog, so we've got that. And then we'll go and I don't know how this works. Okay. Maybe there's a different way to deal with this. If I take these in, that's definitely too far in. If I take these in a little bit, then yeah, still gonna be too wide. Wow, that's wild. Okay, let's just manually take it back out. What I want to avoid, I don't want everything to be a ligature. Right? Yeah. If I have, wait, I've got an idea actually. No, that's still okay. What is that character actually? Can you change the space character in a font? Or is that not an allowed thing? If not, What is this? What is that question mark? Thinking. We might need a little bit of space between words. Oh, this should be ubicated. Coming real close, huh? Meanwhile, we could actually connect those lines between words. And that would be very interesting. Okay, folks, here's the question. Should I go with spaces between words? Or should I go trying to figure out how to do something contextual? Because what I could do is I could go down here. I could copy, like, let's copy one of these. Then I can take this in, right? Take this all the way in. And then we could have, we can just have this next to each other. And I could do that for all the vowels, have contextual variants for them, but I would need to X V. I guess I can. This is only a thing that happens when can I just map them this way? Take this all the way. Oof, Jesus. Take this all the way in here. And then metrics window. Oh, jeez. It does not like that. It does not like when I type with dead keys, I think. I've had this issue. See? And then we don't have that clashing. So I think this might be the easiest way to have what I want. View, zoom out, view, zoom out. Is that, I don't know. Does that have to be that big? Let's look at with E and E. It doesn't need to be quite that far in. I think it can stick out a little bit. Like out to there. And then this one out to there. Trying to do some of the more interesting things. And then now let's open a metrics window again. And that's interesting. And in between we have no, it's too wait. Yeah, that's fine. E, O, U. Now, here's the thing is, do I even need to have that? Yes, I do. Because if I don't, well, if I don't, it's going to have an issue. If I don't have the variation, it's going to have an issue because some of these, the tapering starts pretty early. So I need to have some way of having variant glyphs. For now, I could do this thing, and then let's see if I can make it automatic. Because so and then we're gonna have this element. See, this is the issue I'm having is like trying to set up. It seems like all my contextual stuff doesn't really do anything. I can't figure out how it actually works. So it's in element font info, and here's this lookups. Contextual substitution. And so this is the thing, is like, I don't know, where am I supposed to put the characters in this? And this is concerning me. Combinations. It's the kind of thing that will drive you a little crazy. Let's save that before we lose it. I'll keep doing that and just do that for all of the consonants. But I'm still racking my brains figuring out how exactly, like, the only thing I can think of is that every one of these has this grave and acute. So we can use that. That's not enough. Needs to be taken in even further. What? Oh. Did I flip those? Oh, I did it the opposite. No. Okay. Okay, I think that's the way I'm going to resolve that. Is that I'm going to go through here, and so I've got A and E, A and E, we go E. This is weird. Why is it doing that? Hold on. No. I didn't have them. Why is it? Okay, this is fine. Okay. This one's going to be a little tricky because, like, the way that this character is asymmetrical. Okay. This is good. This one I think can possibly come back out a little bit. And then we'll see. What's going on? Oh, it's which one I select first. It remembers which one I select first. That's so weird. Oh, that's slightly too far. That's pretty good. We're never going to actually have this configuration anyway, so it's not a big deal. Good. And then, oh, these should be, so we have A, E, I, I. So we need the E one, and then we would be done with that. Okay, so that actually, so I found, yeah, I am still here. I need to go, but I think I've solved most of my problems. It's just, I'm going to have to do a lot of copy pasting and a lot of, and fixing, because it doesn't keep my kerning, but when I paste a thing, so I'm going to have a lot of copy pasting to do and a lot of stuff. One last thing. You know what? I will take one moment to say, let's take this. I'm gonna take a moment. And what would, can I rotate this? No, there's not really. No, I would have to do that in Inkscape and do stuff. I think I might do something up. Okay, so Logan, I want to ask you, would you be available to be on next week, or is that a week that you'd have to work? Because I think I need to go pick up some people. Because so there's two different things. You are available. Okay. So, because the only other thing in the writing system that I think that would be a major thing that I would want to do on screen would be the numerals, which I think we can save that and we can come back. I think since we are coming to a close on this, I am going to finish off like my little cleanup stuff here. I may have like a little poll to decide on whether I have a different contextual variant that has like a diagonal line for the E and the E. I have to think about that. But next week, let's do our color vision thing as a way to sort of celebrate that this is like the end. and give us like an extra little fun thing before we move on to the next language, because like it's either that or numerals, and I think numerals is just going to be tally marks anyway, so it's probably not going to be a big deal. But anyway, I need to go. Thank you all for watching, and happy conlaying.